All right, we should be there. Just like to double check and see that we are on. So, and of course, we have some people that are doing the live with us, which I absolutely love and appreciate. So, thank you. Let's see here. And once I get this checked, then we get started. But I would, first off, we're going to check in and see how people are doing on if they did their vision board. I know that, Robin, that was something that was a new something, either a new idea or something that you haven't heard before. Or what was that again?
Well, I didn't do it. I've never done one, and I didn't do it. I was working on my chicken pen this week and kind of pulled a rib out, and so I've been just kind of laying low a little. But there's always next week, so.
That's right. Well, we're putting the recordings in there, so you can always watch the recordings if you need a refresher. But yeah, there's always next time. But yeah, I know you're really busy. You do lots of fun stuff. So I saw your post on your sprouts. It actually motivated me to do sprouts again and show my daughter that whole germination process. So
where are the recordings?
That's a really great question. Thank you for asking. The recordings are in the guides of our Facebook group. So in the Facebook group for the Love of Oils, and if you go to the guides, that's where I'm going to add the recording. And I just realized I didn't add last week. So I only have the first week there. So when we finish this one, I'll add the next 2 weeks. So you get to go back. So if anybody misses the recordings, you can watch them there. They're in the guides of our Facebook group. And we also have people who are from our other Facebook group. Hey guys, the Discover Your Love of Oils. And that is our group of people who are still learning about doTERRA. So in both of those groups, they're in the guides. So thank you for asking that. That was a great question. I'm going to help them out for a second here. There you go, guys. So, all right. I took your camera off for you, Haley. I know that's what you were trying to figure out. So the first thing we're going to talk about, how is the goal setting? If you didn't have a chance to do it, you can be watching the replay, which you just talked about. That's going to be in the guides section. And that I would love to see your vision boards. So if you're still working on putting your vision board together, please share. I want to see it. I definitely want to see what you put on your vision board. And just remember, you get to pick the topics. You get to decide if it is all spiritual based, or if it's educational, or if it's a travel destination, or if it's business or relationships. So a vision board is whatever you want your vision to be. So definitely keep that in mind. So I wanted to take another moment and discuss why I'm doing Cup of Love. And it is for mental health. I really want to educate people about how powerful mental health affects us on everyday life and affects us physically in addition to mentally. Mental health is like an umbrella term that encompasses a person's emotional, social, and psychological well-being. And their ability to be able to enjoy everyday life activities. Mental health affects every aspect of our life. It affects how we handle stress, respond to crises, how we maintain relationships with either family, friends, or coworkers, how you navigate through your work life, and even our physical well-being is largely influenced by our mental health. So that is why we were here. We are here and created the Cup of Love series because we care about your mental health. And we are going to talk about many different ways that you can improve your mental health through self-love. So what is the topic for this week? So we've already talked about the gratitude letters. We talked about last week our vision boards. So today we're going to talk about walking and the benefits of going on a simple, enjoyable walk. Walking provides the best of both worlds. It offers the physical benefits of exercise while also at the same time boosting your emotional well-being. In fact, walking regularly can ease symptoms related to chronic mental health. Some of those chronic mental health conditions could be like anxiety or depression or stress. You can walk anywhere. You don't need equipment. You don't need a fancy membership. The more you do it, the more positive effects you'll experience. The more numerous benefits of walking that you could experience are it can improve your sleep. It also betters your endurance. It can reduce your stress. It can improve your mood. It also can increase your energy and stamina. It also can reduce the tiredness that can actually be caused by mental distress. It also can help with weight loss, the reduce of cholesterol, and improve your cardiovascular, which is your heart health. There are numerous benefits for walking. So I want to talk about how do you get started? All right. So I make the suggestion of going on a walk. How do you start? One of the best ways to begin a new walking routine is to start small and take it easy. Enjoy yourself and gradually build up your endurance. You can increase your time. You can, before you take a really long walk, stretch just to warm up and get your body moving. You can start at a pace that feels really relaxing and enjoyable. And then over time, you can build up to make it a more brisk walk. Towards the end of your walk, slow down to make it a little more gentle walk. So you actually have a slowdown in that process. Each time that you go out, carve out a comfortable walking routine. Then extend your distance over the next few days or weeks or even months. Give yourself a goal to reach and celebrate the wins. Have a moment to celebrate your success. Remember, it's not always about the length of your routine. A lot of it has to do with the quality and consistency of your routine. The benefits you get from doing it consistently are huge. A good rule of thumb is to walk for about 30 or 45 minutes. Now, don't get overwhelmed. If that's too much, that's okay. You can break it up into 10-minute chunks if that's what you need to do and build yourself up. This could end up being over a week of 2 to 4 miles if you actually build up to the 30 to 45 minute walk time. You can measure your walk in so many different ways, and especially with our fancy technology that we have. You can wear a pedometer that you can just clip on or clip onto your belt or your shoes. We have fancy Apple Watches and Android watches that can do all of that measuring for us as well. So here are some helpful tips on how to get started. First, set yourself up for success. Start with a simple goal, such as just take a 5-minute walk. Get a little motivated, maybe do it during your lunchtime, or even as simple as instead of taking the elevator, start with the stairs. When this begins to become a routine, set in a goal like walking for 20 minutes after work, or find enough time during the day for your walks. With this plan, you can be setting goals that seem impossible to start. So start small and work your way up. Make it enjoyable. If it's not fun, you're not going to do it. If you want, ask a neighbor or ask your friend, or even get your furry love bugs to come out with you. If you are energized by being around people in groups, consider joining a walking group or a health club. You can try listening to music, a podcast. We'll be talking about how to make affirmation statements. You can record yourself and listen to affirmations. There's even a thing called a walking meditation. So while you're walking, you can be doing self-talk, self-soothing. You could be problem solving. You could be doing breathing exercises while you're walking. There's so many benefits and so many things that you can do that can really spice up your walk. Switch up your routine. If you walk outdoors, you can plan a variety of different routes. If you're walking by yourself, make sure you tell somebody about your route or text them. You always want to stay in self-lit and in safe locations. But don't worry about missing a day. If you find yourself forgetting to go on your daily walks from time to time, don't give up. Get back on that track and remind yourself of how good it felt when you were including physical activity in your daily interaction. So, would you like a little motivation to get you out the door and get into that walk? Well, I'd like to introduce to you an oil that could help with just that. And it just happens to be called Motivate. This is the encouraging blend, and it comes in a 5 milliliter. But the way I like it is in the touch. So you're ready to go on that walk. You can put the touch in your pocket, and you can roll it on your pressure points, which is here and here, to help you get motivated on your walk. If your pace is starting to get a little bit slower, you need a little push, you can just smell it to help you get along. It is the encouraging blend. It also helps in other ways. Do you sometimes get frustrated? Or do you have a setback in spite of your best efforts? And if that can sort of shake your confidence at times, well then stop, reset, and restart with doTERRA Motivate. It is our encouraging blend. It has a mint citrusy oil smell. So I'll open that up. You can smell the peppermint in it. I love it. So this one, you actually only use aromatically. So this, I will put a couple of drops. That's actually what I'm diffusing right now in my diffuser. It is awesome. If you have kiddos at home and you want to get them up and going to go finish the dishes or go clean their room, put this in and it helps motivate them to get up and go and to do what you need them to do. Also, it's not taken internally. So this is not one that you take internally. And you would know that because it does not have the internal FDA nutritional information on it. So that's a good sign that you know that it's not an internal oil. Only the ones that have the FDA nutritional facts on the bottles are the ones that are safe for internal use. So just a little tip on that. But okay, so if you need help unleashing your creative powers or find the courage that comes from believing in yourself again, this is all what this is about, right? Go ahead and raise the bar because you can do it. You just put some on the bottoms of your feet when you need a little jump start in your day. And again, you can diffuse it if you need to stay motivated on a work or a school or a house project. And then you could put them on your pulse points, which is right here. So, of course, I'm huge on motions. And so let's learn about the emotion. And of course, it is called the oil of motivation. So I'm reading from this book, Essential Emotions. So I'll read that right there. Okay, Motivate. This blend of mints and citrus oils are formulated for those who need motivation and encouragement. It assists individuals who has stagnance or needs to be fired into action again. Motivate fosters confidence to follow through with one's creative inspiration and intentions. It also has a warrior-like spirit. That sounds pretty cool. So first you get fire, and it's a warrior-like spirit that strengthens the individual to face adversities and challenges. This blend is especially helpful in times of weariness and discouragement, when one has lost the energy and the motivation to complete important life tasks, such as caring for a sick loved one or assisting others in need. It is easy to become lethargic or discouraged when one is in a long-term care situation or even emotional and physically taxing circumstance. So keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be physical. If it is emotionally taxing, Motivate can help. Motivate can act as a support in rediscovering and maintaining one's desire to serve. It encourages individuals to work through their feelings of gloom, weariness, or hopelessness, rather than slipping into despair. Instead of remaining paralyzed by those feelings, this blend launches individuals into positive action. So remember, we go back to on that first week where we talked about positive created mental pathways. This is a good one. It confidently reassures that they do have the courage needed to face another day. So this is suggesting that you put 1 or 2 drops on your solar plexus, which is a chakra point right here on your upper stomach, or on your heart, or on your pulse points, which is behind your ears and your wrists. So those are the suggested areas. So if you are feeling weary, discouraged, stagnant, gloomy, lacking motivation, grab this oil. Grab it, because it helps promote feelings of being motivated, encouraged, hopeful, confident, and energized. So I love it. I think that this is an underused essential oil, but I could be totally wrong. If you are watching the replay, if you guys want to comment, if anybody wants to comment on their experience of using Motivate, I would love to hear it. But this week's challenge is to go on a walk. And a walk doesn't have to be taxing. Just taking a mental moment to go outside and be with Mother Nature and just let your mind flow the thoughts out so that you can receive the positive. Go take a walk. I would love to hear if you do this weekly challenge. If you can't join us next week on our live, I would love to hear about your experience. And it doesn't have to be this long walk. You can start out with just 5 minutes. So if anybody that's here live, which I love people who attend live, feel free to unmute yourself and I can hear any comments that you have. I'll just give you a moment. If you give me a thumbs up and I can help you unmute if you want to talk. If not, we can go. Do you guys have anything to say, or are you good?
Hi, Heidi.
Hello.
So that's the walking is actually one of the things that I've been trying to get back doing.
Awesome! I must have been in sync with your thoughts.
So here, I mean, there's always something that gets in the way.
Mm-hmm.
And, you just have to make time for it.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of putting, you basically have to make time for yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's for. And instead of letting other things take your time, there's always going to be something to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be fires to put out. So those are never going to go away. So it's just putting it in the schedule if you have to do that, and just have a time, that you do it. And sometimes you can, make a time when it's not in a schedule, but it's I was doing that, and then, you know, life happens and stuff
Yeah.
happens, and you get out of the habit. And so it's just recreating that habit. So this has been a good week. I'm going to get that Motivate out. And
Awesome. Have you
Go
used
for a walk.
Motivate before?
I do. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, good. Good. Well, maybe. So one of the things I was thinking about is, let's say that you want to go on a walk, but you're not mentally ready to go on a walk, right? Because you don't have that motivation yet, is to go get your oil, put it on, wait a couple of minutes, and you would be surprised how the oil, having it on you, you're taking it in, you know, aromatically, that you go, okay, I'm ready to go on that walk now. So if you need that jump start, it truly does help with that. So I know I've done that where I'm like, oh, I need to go do the dishes, or I need to go do my laundry, but I don't want to get up and do it. I'll put the oil on, and then within a couple of minutes, I'm like, okay, I'm ready now. So, but one of the things I wanted to encourage people of when you come on the live is, if you have any oil or any product questions, please feel free to come with them, and I can help you along with that. So if you think of something like next week or whatever, I just want to let you know that that time of question and answer is open. Okay.
Thanks, Heidi.
You're welcome. All right. Well, I always appreciate you coming, and Haley, thank you for coming. Let me see if we'll start her video again and see if she wants to jump on. If not, but all right. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will be posting these in the guide section, so hopefully you will be able to watch the replay if you missed the live. And thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week on Wednesday, 7:00 Mountain Time. Have a good night. Thanks. Bye.